Good day, everyone. My topic for today is about principles for classroom visits and observing teaching learning situation. First principle is purposeful observation. Visit with a clear purpose in mind, such as understanding student engagement, instructional strategies, or assessment techniques. Observe the teaching learning process with specific goals in mind, aligning with school or district objectives. By aligning these specific goals with the school or district objectives, you can gain valuable insights into how these aspects contribute to overall educational outcomes. This targeted approach supports meaningful and actionable feedback for educators, facilitates the identification of best practices, and informed decision making to enhance the teaching and learning process. Second principle is respectful and non intrusive presence. This approach respects the autonomy and authority of the teacher and the students, allowing for natural interactions and an authentic representation of the teaching and learning process. By adopting a non intrusive presence, the focus remains on the genuine dynamics of the classroom, providing an accurate and unbiased understanding of the educational experience. Third principle is evidence based feedback. Provide feedback based on direct observations rather than assumptions or preconceived notions. Incorporate evidence of student learning, instructional practices, and classroom environment in the feedback. By incorporating evidence of student learning, instructional practices, and classroom environment in the feedback, it becomes more specific, actionable, and meaningful. This approach offers educators a clear understanding of their impact on student learning, highlights areas of strength and growth, and provides targeted support for enhancing their instructional effectiveness. Fourth principles for classroom visits and observing teaching learning situation is constructive and supportive approach. Focus on providing constructive feedback to enhance teaching practices and student learning. Offers support and resources to address identified areas for improvement. This approach emphasizes recognizing strength while addressing areas for improvement in a supportive manner. Additionally, offering support and resources to address the identified areas for improvement ensures that educators have the tools and guidance necessary for professional growth, ultimately contributing to the continuous enhancement of teaching practices and the overall advancement of student learning outcomes. Fifth principles is cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Respect and appreciate the diversity within the classroom, considering cultural, linguistic, and individual differences. Ensure observations are conducted in a manner that is inclusive and respectful of all students and educators. When conducting observation, it's vital to ensure that the process is inclusive and respectful of all students and educators, regardless of their background. This approach creates a supportive environment where every individual feels valued, understood, and included, ultimately contributing to a positive and enriching educational experience for all. Sixth principles is reflection and dialogue. Encourage reflective practice by engaging teachers in meaningful dialogue about their teaching practices and the observed learning environment. Promote open communication and collaborative reflection to foster continuous improvement. By promoting open communication and collaborative reflection, educators can gain valuable insights, share experiences, and collectively work towards continuous improvement. This approach fosters a culture of introspection, professional growth, and ongoing refinement of teaching methods, ultimately enhancing the overall quality of education provided. The last principles is professional development focus. Use observations as a foundation for targeted professional development opportunities that align with the needs identified through observation. This approach ensures that professional development initiatives are aligned with the observed strengths and areas for growth, optimizing their relevance and impact. By directly addressing the observed needs, educators can engage in targeted growth experiences that directly contribute to their professional advancement and efficacy in the classroom. Here are the 7 principles for classroom visits and observing teaching learning situation. First is purposeful observation. Next, respectful and non intrusive presence. Third is evidence based feedback. Fourth is constructive and supportive approach. Fifth, cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Sixth, reflection and dialogue. Last 7 is professional development focus. In conclusion, classroom visits and teaching learning observation emphasize deliberate, courteous, and evidence based methods. Educators can create positive learning environments by setting clear objectives associated with educational goals, being non intrusive, and offering evidence based feedback. Cultural awareness and inclusivity guarantee that observation respect and value variety. Reflective discourse and targeted professional development based on observation can help teachers improve their methods. Using these concepts, educators can build dynamic learning environments that prioritize student involvement, effective instruction, and inclusive teaching. And these are my references for my topic. Thank you for listening and God bless us all.